guys. Weekend read. It's Laura. Black and White Heart, Tarot and Adventure. Had a good weekend. Been out and about, so I'm trying to get one in. Fresh off of running around out there. I've been to the other side of Orlando. Visited family today. I went to the bookstore and got some really cool stuff. I got first of all, I got a new, I don't know if you would consider this an oracle message, but it's called Mushrooms, Daily Doses of Wisdom, and it's so cute. See how pretty? And this is what they look like. I hope everybody's having a good September Virgo season. Plus we had the full moon lunar eclipse. I think it was also made it look like a blood moon. So I don't know about you guys, but my energy was off. Completely off. I actually felt horrible yesterday, but I pushed through, but I didn't feel great. Guessing it was just like atmosphere type things and planetary stuff. Okay. Anyway, so these, see how cute these are? I didn't even think they were going to be, I didn't even know they were going to be as cute as this. So they have all different types of little mushrooms on the pictures. So you can see how cute they are. And then all the edges are gold. They're really pretty. You know what? I will say I do like to collect the pretty cards because I think all of my cards and pretty much all my stuff is interesting. This cat scarf, I love, absolutely love it. I know you probably can't see it, but it's got a big black cat on it and like kind of like a pond setting. It's really cute. I got it at a psychic fair here in town. Anyway, so we're going to use these for a couple little messages. A daily dose of mushroom wisdom. All right, and we're going to use my Witching Hour Oracle for a couple messages, which this one's also pretty. And the cards are very interesting, all different kind of pictures. Okay, it's not the one we're choosing, but I'm just showing you. I'll mix that up. Okay. So, yeah, I hope you guys are having a good weekend. We're gonna do I don't know, I'm gonna call it an energy reading. My topic that I've been thinking about, things that pissed Laura off this weekend. I'm kidding, but I do usually bring up a topic of something that's aggravating to me. There's multiple things. Let's just say that I feel like people, first of all, have been testing my energy a lot, just saying real sarcastic little jabs, like as if I don't notice, but I notice everything. First of all, I have a lot of Virgo and a lot of Scorpio on my chart, so if you think you're getting anything past me for longer than 2 seconds, think again. I just might not tell you about it. And sometimes I won't even act like I know. But I do. But what I'm learning to do is, when people get on my nerves and start pushing my boundaries and I feel my triggers, my temper triggers flaring, I pick up my stuff and I leave. Right then and there. I just politely excuse myself. I didn't used to. I used to get, and I'm not saying it still doesn't piss me off, but I'm learning to just remove my energy so I can't be the butt of somebody's jokes. Sorry, a little much. The butt of somebody's jokes, which a lot of people like to do because they're jerks. But anyway, you know, the dark side always has a way of testing you, right? There's always got to be somebody in the crowd to say something stupid. So just remove your energy from it, okay? That's one topic. You know what? I have another topic having to do with family. But maybe I'll leave that. Should I leave that for another day? No. No. Because of the fact that it was a lunar eclipse, let's eclipse all this. I want to eclipse all this out of my life. I feel like family is very selfish sometimes. Very often. And there are a lot of times the culprits of the sarcastic comments. Very often. Very often families are the biggest assholes around. I'm just saying that out loud, okay? They think they can push your limits the furthest that nobody on the street would say the things that your family says to you 99% of the time, which is ridiculous. And it should be the opposite way around. But it's not, though. It's not. And if you guys have perfect families out there, I am so happy for you. I wish. But not so much. Do I love them? Yes. Are they my family? Yes. Will they always be my family? Yes. But I'm removing myself from them anytime they start making stupid comments nowadays because I'm just flat tired of it. They can be that way to somebody else, but I'm not. They can't be that way to me anymore. So, heads up, family. If you're watching this and I remove myself from your energy very quickly, take a look in the mirror because it's something that you've done or said which has pushed boundaries and annoyed me. Okay, so get a clue if you're watching this. Okay, so we're going to eclipse that out of our life too. Okay, I guess it all goes together. Just shitty attitudes from people for no reason at all. When you should be enjoying yourselves together because of your family, they should have your back. They should never make those kind of comments to you. The only kind of comments family should be making to you is positive ones to help you out. Somehow or another, I feel like families are the ones who always beat you down the most and project on you all their garbage and bull crap because they think it's a safe space to be an asshole. Trying to be negative. I'm just my point of view. Again, I care about them. They'll always be my family, but that doesn't mean I have to spend a lot of time around them when they're being jerks. Right? Right. Okay. Love them from a distance. So anyways, let's see what the cards have to say about it. And what messages come through from my guides and my higher power tonight. And something to clarify and give us messages on how to navigate through situations like this. People, family members overstepping their boundaries. Period. Just talking about family tonight. But God knows everybody in the outside world can do it too. Right? Or I don't know. Let's just do it for people across the board. Lovers, friends, family, workplace, whoever. Okay? All right. Let's see what we can do to help navigate the situation besides removing yourself. There's a lot of people out there and a lot of readers and a lot of religious people, spiritual people who think that you should forgive everybody for everything. I personally do not believe that. Again, I'll acknowledge that I know they have issues and that's why they're doing that, but will I forgive them for personally treating me like crap? No, I don't forgive that. What I do is I try to remedy the situation by getting away from it. If I can say something in a nice and not heated way, I'll do that as well. But usually once you've pushed me to that point, the only thing that's going to come out is something that's not very pleasant. So I would prefer to just remove my energy, personally. But I don't forgive people for being jerks. There isn't any reason for it. So I'm not going to forgive you for it. You know who can forgive you for that? That's God or your higher power. That's who you need to ask forgiveness from, not me. That's not my job. My job is not to babysit people and tell them how to treat other human beings. That is not my job. Well, let me take that back. That is my job, and this is my platform to put it out there. But I'm not a therapist, nor am I higher power of any sort. I am just here telling you how I think it feels, what I do to remedy the situation, and we'll see what my guides tell me or tell us and how to deal with it or forgive them if need be. I'm not making that judgment call. So you guys do what you want to do. That's just how I roll. Personally, well, 2 came out. Let's just do these tonight because I'm tired and I want to rest tonight. I've had a cold I'm recuperating from, and this whole eclipse and the moon and the energy and a busy weekend, work meetings, traveling, running around today. I want to get this done early, so that's what we're doing. Okay, so this is the book I found. I'm so excited about. There was so many books today. Of course, it's a bookstore, but I mean, there was like more than usual that interested me to the point where I was in there for like, I don't even know, probably 2 hours easily. Because the bookstore is like one of my favorite places, like ever. Okay, I can spend an afternoon in there just browsing, right? So I found this book, and this is not your typical book on astrology, right? First of all, I found the artwork, the glossy pages, just the entire thing, very interesting. It's called The Library of Esoterica by Jessica Hundley, and it just says astrology. Can you see? Is that not beautiful? And then check out the pages inside. There. So this isn't just like, oh, this is your sign, sort of thing, but just look how pretty the pages are. And I haven't even gone through it yet, but I can't wait. Just showing you some of the artwork. How it's so glossy. It's just a really nice book. It's cool. So it'll tell you, it gets into the signs and stuff, but it also talks about like the planets. Like this is Mars, the month cycle, what signs are ruled by Mars, Aries and Scorpio, what it symbolizes, and then the anatomy on your body that it deals with. I mean, it's really, and there's a lot more. I think it gets all the way back to a brief history of astrology. I mean, really nice. Anyway, excited about this. This is another thing I got today. So it doesn't cost very much money to treat yourself. I would have been happy with the deck, but the book was like a plus. Okay. Anyway, so we have the Two of Cups, Three of Cups. So I think Two of Cups is like partnership. Three of Cups, I think, is choice. I think it's choice because you might be stagnant in the partnership you're in. We'll double check all this. I'm learning, just guessing, okay? Page of Pentacles, not sure, can't remember at the moment. I know Pentacles is usually like Earth, and I think it deals with like money and stuff most of the time. And then the High Priestess. The High Priestess is like the not the Pope, but or I think the Hierophant. I think the Hierophant is like the Pope of the deck. The Empress, I mean, the High Priestess is like that in a female form. You know, she's mystic, she's powerful, but she's just the total package. I can't really, total package, feminine energy. Okay, and then mushrooms, we're gonna do, trying to do this a little quickly so my roommate doesn't come in and start watching TV and start talking. We have, I will never define your reality. I will never define your reality. That's one. That goes along with the message that those people that are being jealous, egotistical, just downright mean at the moment for whatever reason, they will never define our reality. That's what I think that means. And then change is inevitable. Growth is optional. Absolutely. 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 So they'll only grow if they want to. They want to keep being those low vibrational people with projecting their negatives, jealousy, insecurities, or whatever else they're doing onto you to make themselves feel better at the moment. Change is inevitable, which is someone removing themselves from their energy so that they can't attack them. But their growth is optional, right? And so is ours on learning how to handle it. So those, I believe those are good messages. Definitely. And then witching hour. We're just going to get one of these oracle messages. The hanging bones, seeing the signs. There you go. Seeing the signs. Okay. And at the end, if I have time, I'll flip to a crystal that might be relevant to what the guides are trying to tell us. Okay, I'm going to put this right there for now. Oh, I don't have any of my little things out. Hold on one second. I'm going to get my bell. Okay. Clears the energy. And then I also got my little lucky cat. Okay. Yeah, I like to at least have one little, what's the word? Is it a talisman? I'll have to look that up. I think that's what it means when you find different objects from different things, from trinkets and stuff from different places that have meaning. You guys can look that up and tell me. Sometimes I have tidbits of information. Well, I always have tidbits of information, and there'd be some reading 10 books at once. If I could store them all properly, it would be good. But instead, they're just little things, just like, oh, I think that's what it's called. And people are always looking at me like, what? And then I am right. I just can't always piece the puzzle back to how I know. Welcome to my world. That might be my Gemini rising. Here, there, here, there, here, there. Plus, I have a ton of Mercury in my chart. So, anyways. Okay, let's see what our guides and my guides tell me today about people being buttholes. Okay, am I allowed to say that on here? Oh, I'm not sure. All right. I don't know, whatever. About to find out. Two of Cups. So, you guys can, so I'm figuring out that it looks like a lot of the times when I go out around town on my adventures and I take pictures, it works out that they play over there on the short side without getting like copyright issues, because I just haven't taken the time to read all that yet. I can assure you I've never copied anyone else's photo. I've always taken my own. I would never copy anybody else's, but maybe it's places where they have like, whatever. You know, everybody in the world thinks they own everything. Neither here nor there. I'll make shorts of them, and then you guys can just watch the shorts. So if you want to see the pictures or the shorts of what my adventures are, I think it's better to do it like that. Just go over to the short side, okay? Which at this point is where everybody's viewing everything anyway, and I wish they would come over to this side and actually watch the videos. Little by little, at least they're watching something, right? Right. Okay. My Two of Cups, just to clarify, but I'm pretty sure it's like couples. Yes, I'm still learning. No, I'm not ashamed, because while I'm doing this, you guys are learning too. Right? I'm not just sitting here making stuff up, except for the topic. The Two of Cups is commitment. The key word's commitment, love and understanding between two people, harmonious relations, and emotional contentment. That's what I thought. It may show that, in this case, opposites attract. When the link is not deeply emotional, it can show cooperation, mutual respect, friendship, and ending of rivalry. So any kind of, partnerships, all right? So partnerships. Three of Cups was the next one, which is celebrations. Oh, I was thinking it was choices. No, it says here celebrations. Let's see. Celebrations, happiness and reunions, parties and meetings which lead to love affairs and lots of flirtation. In some cases, this card can indicate pregnancy or birth. Ills are healed and harmony achieved. Attendance at weddings or christenings is likely. Oh, okay. So I was kind of right, because that's the positive. That's the upright. The reverse meaning can mean promiscuity, love triangles, and love affairs. Okay, but we're gonna do it upright. So we're gonna say we're having partnerships, celebrations, and parties. So maybe we are gonna start attracting our good soul tribe and having good times with people that respect us and actually appreciate us and like what we have to say and like our energy and like us being around. That'd be nice, right? Family's always going to be your family, but you can make your own family of people that actually get along with you and really don't look at you like you're an idiot when you're talking. That'd be great, wouldn't it? That'd be wonderful. Page of Pentacles. I would love that. That's what I'm searching for. That's why I started this channel. Not so that I could get, what's the word? Adored or adoration from people, but so that I can find a community of people, of like-minded people who enjoy these kind of messages and maybe go through the same things in life and just want to have somebody on their team or a team to be a part of, right? Even if it's here on YouTube, it still goes out all over the world, and we're still sharing energy, and we can still chat on here, even though nobody is yet, but I think it'll grow. I'm always here to respond. I'm not the greatest with finding the comments sometimes, but I promise you I'm going to learn more and more and more, and I will respond to as many people as possible because that's what I want. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Physical description. An introverted boy or girl with black hair and eyes and a swarthy or tanned complexion. I don't really pay attention to that, but that's the physical trait. The meaning is a conscientious person, thrifty and capable, someone who has little money but splendid prospects, a student with a sense of duty, a patient person. Also, there may be good news about money. Well, let's hope they're patient people. Let's hope they're the patient friends that we're going to meet up with to celebrate and have partnerships with. Okay. And now, last but never least, the High Priestess. The High Priestess, ruled by the moon, card number 2. A female pope. Oh, it is the female pope. See, I told you I'm learning. Is shown as a wise woman dressed in blue robes, recalling the Virgin Mary or a nun in many traditional tarot decks. She wears a triple crown similar to that of the Hierophant. Was correct. But here she wears a horned crown of the goddess Isis. And it tells more about her, but let's get to the meaning. When the High Priestess appears in the cards, a secret is about to be revealed. Ooh, often this card shows a strong feminine influence, and in a man's reading, it can represent the most important woman in his life. The card shows mystic power, psychic ability, and the unconscious mind. It relates to memory and intuition. Rely on instincts. Okay, so, we're going to say rely on instincts. Right? We are going to be strong, intuitive, and rely on our instincts. When meeting wise people to celebrate with, to have fun with, and to enjoy and go on adventures with and learn with and have a community with, so we can make a great community and a partnership of people that all respect each other and share good energy. There you go. Awesome. Yep. Because those other people will never define your reality. Growth is optional. So now we're going to do the hanging bones. Seeing the signs. Last message, because Rumi's inside. You can't hear anything, but if I'm here, you can hear anything. You hear the dropping of a pin. 42. Let's hurry up. The hanging bones, seeing the signs. Seeing the signs, synchronicities, paying attention, following accordingly. Seeing the signs, synchronicities, paying attention, and following accordingly. All right, let's see. There are signs all around for those who know where to look and how to see them. Fortunately, you are among the special few who are aware of these signs and how to use them wisely. I told you, I see everything. Get intuitive, people. Open your eyes. Open your eyes to love bombers and gaslighters. And I know those words are used all the time, but it is so true. Like when your family or friends tells you how much they like you and love you and want to hang out with you, and then they're complete jerks. I would call that love bombing and gaslighting. That's what I would call that for sure. Yeah. You can look it up if you want to. I'm starting to see how many love bomber gaslighters have been in my life, my entire life, or for very long periods of time. And now I'm seeing them and I'm like, oh my God, they're seriously love bombing me. They don't they don't mean anything that they're saying to me, because if they did, they wouldn't treat me like that. Ding, 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 ding. Seeing the signs. Anyway, however, receiving this card means you may be doubting the sacredness and importance of the signs, also known as synchronicities. I'm not. That have been presented to you lately. Repetitive numbers, colors, shapes, animals, and coincidences are the universe's way of speaking to you. They are validating your choices, pointing you in the right direction, and letting you know they are working on your behalf. These signs are not mistakes, and once you begin to honor them, you will come to realize Spirit has been directing you through these little whispers your entire life. Do not question a sign when one is presented to you. Rejoice in the wink from the universe and act accordingly. If a sign feels like a positive validation, then honor it. If a sign feels like a warning, take heed, and be sure to say a small prayer of gratitude for each sign received. With time and your willingness to pay attention, signs will become clear and more frequent. Be intuitive. Pay attention to how people are. Okay, understand not to listen to words if the actions of that person do not match their words. There's a problem, right? So if I say I love you one second and I jab you with a smart-ass comment the next, I'm probably full of crap, don't you think? Don't you think so? I think so. I'm just going to say I think so. You think however you would like. It's just my opinion. There's a lot of them out there in the world, believe me. All of this is just my perception of things. Doesn't have to be yours, but I can tell you that my guides always come through with either a way to deal with it or an affirmation to what I'm talking about. So, I mean, I can't make any of this up, but you guys can make up your own mind about how you deal with things, right? All right, let's see if we can get a crystal real quick, because roommate's inside rummaging around. Tonight we got quartz. So we're going to eclipse all this out of our life. We're going to make better choices. We're going to get ourselves away from people that treat us like that. Even if they're our family, we're going to distance ourselves as much as possible until either those people can make a change or just to protect ourselves. That's a good way of eclipsing that, those type of attacks out of your life, because that's what we need to do. We want to bring in good things, eclipse out junk, bring in good. If we can help these people understand what they're doing, then better yet. Okay, but if you can't and it continues to happen, you can either be a doormat that they treat like garbage, or you can go ahead and remove yourself or distance yourself, right? You can also pray. You can do whatever you want to do to try to help the situation. I do all of it. Healing. Quartz is a master healer and can be used for any condition. It stimulates the immune system and brings the body into balance. It is excellent for soothing burns. Quartz harmonizes all the chakras and aligns the subtle bodies. Oh, that's a definite right there. There's a whole bunch more. There's like all different types of quartz, like all different color quartz. Okay. I'm gonna go with probably just keep it to a clear quartz would be the most simple, and then all the other colors you'd have to look up yourself. But they're a healing crystal, and hey, maybe you should gift one of these people that have big mouths and smart mouths and snake tongues to gift them a quartz. Maybe it'll help them heal. Gift them. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have a quartz for ourselves, which I'm sure I do have a bunch of crystals around here. And we can also gift a quartz. So, you know that person who's really giving you a load of crap and just jabbing you every time you're around them with smart comments? Give them the biggest quartz you can find. Here you go. This is for you. They won't even know you're trying to heal them, right? Just a gift. All right, guys. I hear the mate. Okay. So I'm going to wrap it up. Love you guys. I'll try to get another one in during the week. You know, if I forgot anything, I'll follow back up, okay? Have a good weekend. I'm sorry if you're dealing with people that are disrespecting you. And I like this jacket. See my fall colors? I was feeling fall today. I was feeling like September. Got my little Halloween slash combination of Halloween slash fall, so I don't have to change it. I only got like this much space, like that. Okay, love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Be safe. Happy birthday, Virgos. You rock. You're awesome, awesome people. Thank you for watching. Share if you want to. What else? Like, subscribe. It helps. Watch my shorts to see my adventures. And thanks for around the world, whoever's watching this. I saw some people from Australia. That's also exciting. Little by little, I think it's still on the short sides, but who cares? The point of the story is just the face is getting out there, so then eventually, hopefully, they'll gradually get the messages too, right? It's one little niche at a time. One little niche at a time. It's not about fame and fortune, although I will take it. I will take it. But it's about spreading good messages and helping other people that deal with just random things on a daily basis that I might deal with. That's all this is about right now, and building community, okay? All right. Love you. Bye.